How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I'm about to do another premiere draft from the wilds of Eldraine, but before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe, and more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you catch me streaming video games, leathercraft, and other sort of nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time, but with that out of the way, let's cue into it. Let's see. Ooh, what we get? All right, so pack one, pick one is a very modest Spectre of Mortality. I keep thinking that that's worth taking. It's probably the best card of these, right? Cooped Up's a very close second. I do like Shrouded Shepherd, although I never draw Shrouded Shepherd when it matters, except for that one time. And then I didn't use it because there's something wrong with me. Obira is kind of cool. Utopia Sprawl is actually really good. And this would allow us to like try to attempt to play 5-color green. Every time I've wanted to resolve Spectre of Mortality, I feel like I get locked into Spectre of Mortality too often early on, and it's like not even a good card. I don't know. I think we're still taking it. It's a fine card. It's a 3/3 flyer. You wanna have a nice end game, and sometimes it's just like wraths your opponent. We're taking it. Everybody shut up. Shut up. We're taking the Spectre. All right, this is our Spectre of Mortality. I will make them feel the Spectre of Mortality. All right, so pack 2. Let's see. Red Tooth Vanguard looks good. I'm not a big fan of anything that has 1 toughness that costs more than 1 mana, so like the Stingblade Assassin and the Mocking Sprite. Although the Stingblade Assassin does have the chance of like killing something. I say that, and then I'm about to take like this 3/1, but at least this 3/1 can come back, right? Whenever you have an enchantment enter the battlefield, you pay 2 and it goes back into your hand. I think that that's fine, actually. Has it mattered? No, but it's like the threat of that means that likely they're pointing their Torch the Tower at it, which is fine, you know? And if you do end up getting it back later on, even better. Painted the new board you put on the outside. Oh, okay. I'm assuming like you can't go too crazy with paints because Stab Wound's pretty good, as is Hopeful Vigil. Hold on. Brave the Wilds is also pretty good if you want to go for color. I'm not a big fan of Raging Battle Mouse. I don't think it does. I think the term is anything. I think we could take the Hopeful Vigil here. Cooped Up is also pretty good. Hopeful Vigil, though, is like, it's a nice 2-for-1. You get a 2/2 Knight, and you also get the enchantment, right? I like Horseman. Stab Wound's okay. You resolve this early on something that they don't want to die like a Mana Dork, and it feels bad. I've had an opponent cast this on one of my creatures and then like attack me with everything. And I was like, well, I guess I'm blocking with this because I don't want to take 2 damage every turn for a do-nothing creature. And I guess it just helped them to win combat, but whatever. I'll take the Hopeful Vigil here. We're not really in any color yet. Skitter's Butcher is pretty good. Candy Trail's not bad. Cooped Up's all right as well. The thing about Skitter's Butcher is that like it could make another body, or it could replace itself by drawing you a card, or it could be a win condition, right? And I think I like all 3 of those on the same body. It's a 2/3 for 3, right? I think I like all that at the same time. Or not at the same time, but one of that choice of that. Send me a sneak peek. That's what that boop was? Oh, okay. I'll look at it in a bit. I'm assuming that like you can't go too crazy with colors though, because it might turn off the or it might warn your quarry, you know? I'll take that. Commune with Nature, I'm not a big fan of. I don't know what the point of Agatha of the Vile Cauldron is. I'm tempted to just take it for gems, because I don't really see anything super good here other than like Grabby Giant. Ice Out's actually not bad in blue. Gnawing Crescendo is like, that's a Trumpet Blast, sure. We did win a game with this card once. We swung out at an opponent and they blinked. I was like, come on, you gotta block something. If you don't block, you're dead. But like, you know, they don't hear it through the internet, and so they chose not to block, and I was like, Gnawing Crescendo. Belling Bruiser, really, the Beta Path doesn't get used that often, although when I say that and then I've lost to that twice, specifically. I'll take the Grabby Giant. It's a nice reach creature. It gives you a little bit of fixing. This friggin' thing. Feed the Cauldron this late. Something's going on. Something's going on. Ooh. Feed the Cauldron this late. What else was in this pack? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll take the Feed the Cauldron. It's unconditional removal of smaller creatures, and if you cast it on your turn, you get food out of it. I like that. Monstrosity's cute. We lost to a ginger brute that was wearing a lot of stuff. I think we could take a collector's vault. I thought I drafted a collector's vault before. I guess not. This enables you to like splash for off-color things and also filter your cards later on. So yeah, we'll take that. And it really, since it gives you a treasure token, it really only costs 1 mana to do this, the loot effect, which is not terrible. I like the Celebrant, I like the Oof, and I like the Return from the Wilds. I like, yeah, the Celebrant's cool, the Gatekeeper's cool, Return from the Wilds is great. If it was any of these cards, the most like splashable, I think, is the Return from the Wilds, because it allows us to like help fix for other cards, right? I do like the stockpiling Celebrant because there are things where you just like bounce things back to your hand to get double value, but we're gonna take the Return. There's a Crystal Grotto. I think we could take that now. I honestly don't feel like we're gonna be in red, all things considered, but if we end up splashing for Grabby, that's also fine. Nothing is great here. I don't like these X1s for more than 1 mana because there's so many ways to kill them. I'll take the... Maybe I should cut green for now. That's a sideboard card. Scarecrow Guide can help us fix, but it's an X1 for... Let's see, I don't like Commune with Nature, but we'll cut green. Rowan's Grim Search is not a card that I plan on playing. And Savior de la Sleeping is, What we got here? We got a Rankle Prank. We got a Welcome to Sweet Tooth. There's a Glut right there at the bottom. I think the Glut's actually the pick here. Just like resolving your chance of winning goes up significantly each time you resolve a Hamlet Glutton. And I don't feel the same way about a Rankle Prankle. And yes, I call Prankle because his name is Rankle. If you're not doing it that way, you're screwing up. I would also like the Welcome to Sweet Tooth. Like, that's just a very nice value engine. Glutton's great. Witch Stalker's also okay. Sweet Tooth Witch is pretty good. I will take the Glut. That kind of puts us in green. I could have spent more time talking about those cards, I guess, because now we're just looking at nothing. Every time I take Rankle's Prank, though, it feels like it doesn't do enough. Let's see. I do kind of like Sir Ginger. Maybe this is a Threadbind click pick. Land tax is not good enough. Because this is destroy target tapped creature, which you can cast on a splash, right? And we are headed into green. Like, I just took a Hamlet Glutton instead of a Rankle's Prank. What the fuck? Hey, Phoenix time. Holy shit. I didn't even know you were alive today, dude. Hey, welcome aboard, everybody. I'm Dick Record, also known as Dick Record. Phoenix time, how was your stream? What were you up to today? I saw that yesterday you and your daughter were carving pumpkins. I chose not to say anything because I knew that if I started to say anything, it would be like, guys, be careful. I'm gonna nag you about being safe because there's something wrong with me. I'm terrified of knives, actually. Did you finish the pumpkins, by the way? The next time I looked over, it was like, oh, he's done. And I was like, damn it. Yeah, I didn't want to, I just like, I knew that I would be kind of naggy if I stuck around. I think we could take the Monstrosity here. Or the Tome Seeker, or the Candy Trail. It's the Monstrosity. It's got to be the Monstrosity, because at least that replaces itself. And it keeps us in the green that we are trying to stay in. Evolving Wilds is very good here. Two-Headed Hunter is pretty good. Is that it? Wait, so is Atlanta your and please feel free to not... Oh, you were playing Deep Rock Galactic. Please feel free to not answer this. Is that where your layover is? Let's see, what are we taking here? I don't like Bestial Bloodline. I do like Vanguard. Redeemer. Sir Armont the Redeemer is actually a really good one. It puts a monster roll on a creature you control, and then enchanted creatures you control get +1/+1. Actually, yeah, let's take that instead of the Red Tooth Vanguard. Evolving Wilds would be nice. Straight Flight from ATL. Okay. You're making me want to go, but I can't. It's already too late. Like, people are already there. Everything's booked solid. You're gonna have such a good time. You're gonna have such a good time. I know you are. I'll just be jealous from over here. I'll just be jealous from over here. Maybe we take the Dutiful Griffin. I don't like the Airy. And maybe we're not as much in black as I thought we were. I don't know. I don't know. We're just taking like best cards so far. I get like very confused sometimes in drafts. And this is after doing like... I could take an attendance. I think it plays well with Threadbind Click. This is after like a pack and change of like not knowing what I'm doing. But we're pretty in green. I just need to figure out what else in addition to are we in, right? Like I like our white cards. I don't know if we really need this or the Spectre, right? I will take the Obira's Attendance because it's a nice top end. Knight of Sweet's Revenge is... It's not the best. I really don't know what to take here. I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, God. Alright, so... I don't like the Frostbridge Guard. I think it's too slow. I don't like this. I don't like Knight of Sweet's Revenge because, like, you need a lot of food. I guess... Yeah, what did I take? I did take Knight of Sweet's Revenge. I'm, like, looking at it and it's just like... Alright. Let's take the Fell Horseman. Of all those cards, I think I like that the best. The Witch Stalker's great. I don't think we're going to play Stopgap early. I don't like Protective Parents. I don't like Savior of the Sleeping. Although, if we're in enchantments, that is the card. Geez, that's a late Tome Seeker and a late Gatekeeper. None of these are good. The green cards that have been going around, all bad. I'm sorry. Like, Toadstool Admirer, bleh. Titanic Growth number 2. It's because I took that. There's a Root Rider Fawn. I think that's the pick here. Because we do need to fix. I wouldn't mind a Vigil. And I do think I want to try to do Abzan here, right? Which means that we're probably cutting, not the Threadbind Click, but the Obira's Attendance. And the Balluna's Gatekeeper. The Fawn is great. The Shrouded Shepherd also would be very good. The Hopeful Vigil is not going to wheel. And the Pollen Shield Hare is okay. I don't think we're going to have many creature tokens after this. But the Root Rider Fawn just helps us fix so well. And it could probably allow us to cut the Scarecrow Guide, provided we get like enough other things. This is a white spell that eventually we can use to get... Alright, so we're going to cut that red card too. It's another one of these. Wouldn't mind another one of these, but... Oh, shit! Archon of the Wild Rose. Didn't even see that. Okay. We're in green-white. We're definitely in green-white. That's a win condition. A 4/4 flyer for 4. Fantastic. In addition, makes all of our other enchanted creatures... Like, we have the Sir Armont already, right? Like, that's just great. I'm like, looking at this. This is a really good pack, actually. Cooped Up is great. Besotted Knight would be great for the deck, right? We're going to take the Archon of the Wild Rose. Whatever they took from this... It might have been one of those Imidanes recruiters. Spellbook Vendor. Sir Armont. What's going on here, guys? Spellbook Vendor's fantastic. Pay 1, put a sorcerer roll on something you control. That's great. That's a 2/2. I would love another Sir Armont, although sometimes having... two of the same unique, rather legendary creature in your deck kind of leads to you having this thing where they just kind of like one sits in your hand while while your opponent continues to not kill the other one. Could probably use a Brave the Wilds if we're gonna be this deep in 3-color. Witch's Vanity would be great, but what other removal do I have? I have a Feed the Cauldron. I have Threadbind Click. I have 1 Return from the Wilds. We're going to cut Knight of Sweet's Revenge, actually. There's another feed. Let's take the Witch's Vanity, actually, because that gets you a food token, a Wicked Roll, and it destroys a creature. And there's, like, too much value there for a 2-drop spell, and we'll get something else. I know we will. I know we will. I know we will. We gotta believe. We gotta believe, guys. I think we could take the Vicious Vermin here, although Wicked Visitor is actually what you want in this deck, because it cares about enchantments going to the graveyard. Hi, Summer. My cat's awake. Hopeless Nightmare is also pretty good, but I don't want to like have to turn 1 need black mana. What's the matter, Furball? Where you going? Take the Conceited Witch. It puts an enchantment out on the field on one of our creatures, and it's a 2/3 with Menace. starting to. There's a Feed the Cauldron. There's a Hopeful Vigil. God damn. A lot of stuff going on here. Feed the Cauldron, Hopeful Vigil. Feed the Cauldron, Hopeful Vigil. I think we need the removal. If I'm going to be honest. We don't have that much aside from... And, like, the Hopeful Vigil might not be the card that we want to be playing in this deck. Picnic Ruiner, what do you do? Ginger Brood, Conceited Witch number 2? Stockpiling Celebrant. Stockpiling Celebrant's actually really good in these decks. I think we actually got to cut the Dutiful bit, Griffin. And we do need some fixing other than Crystal Grotto. Let's take the Celebrant. No, let's take the Witch, sorry. Neva Wield, Scream Puffed, Return Triumphant, and Combat Trick. I don't even think we used the first Combat Trick, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, let's take the Neva. It gets us back stuff from our graveyard, which, again, we're going for Value Town, like straight up Value Town. This is the only playable card in this pack for us. We're probably not playing it, but it's the only, yeah, because we have like way better 4-drops. Even the Fell Horseman, I think, is better. And then Neva's there, you know. Big Gluts drive me nuts. I didn't see another Glut. Unfortunate. I'll take the Verdant Outrider. Because Knight of Doves is... Oh, is this the deck for Knight of Doves? You missed the raid? No, you're fine. Feels dry. How you doing, by the way? How was your week? How was the not recital? What was it? We're not taking any of these. I'll take that for percent of the whatever. I'm not taking either of those. We'll take this. And there's a Titanic Growth yet again, because green was like wildly open. Thank you for the lurk, Feels. Let's see. So we have to whittle down. We have to whittle. But not that much. Actually, we're at 42 cards. 41. Toadstool Admirer's crap. You just got home. Ooh. Hold on. Ooh. My throat's been a little, like, crackly today. I don't think we need the island. I think we could use another forest. Did I take... No, I didn't. I didn't take the Utopia Sprawl pack when I took the Fell Horseman. No, I took the other thing. The Spectre of Mortality. With something like Spectre of Mortality, I don't know if we want to, like... I probably should put that back in, actually. We got 2 Conceited Witches to feed the Cauldrons. Return from the Wilds as a creature. Savior of the Sleeping. Okay, Knight of Doves. I actually don't like Savior of the Sleeping. Because I don't think this matters as much as, like, Knight of Doves does. Scarecrow... Oh. I think we have to keep... No, we can get rid of the Scarecrow Guide because we got the Collector's Vault. So I could put in the Spectre of Mortality. I'm terrible with the Collector's Vault, by the way. We'll keep the one of Titanic Growth. No 1-drops, but that's fine. I didn't get a single what's it called either, did I? No, I didn't. I didn't get any of those oofs. The 2-drop that exiles an enchantment. That's fine. I think our threat density is incredibly dense here, though. I think we have a lot of really good cards here. And I think this will be great, actually. Spellbook Vendor is just amazing. Skitter's Butchers, you know, like Threadbind Click, right? I think a lot of this is just going to really work together. We'll see, though. We have 40 cards specifically. Let me check the lands, though. Let me do that and then suggest lands again with that. All right, so take one more plains. Yeah, we have double white in there. We have double white, double black, double green. We'll see, right? 17 lands done. We have a little bit of fixing, though. We have a fair amount of fixing. We have some fixing. I would have liked a Prophetic Prism. Oh, no, going into round 1. I would have liked a Prophetic Prism. Any plans for the evening, Hunter? Just gonna relax? You got more planning to do? Or is there more photos to look at? Or, oh god, another 500,000 photos. Okay, round 1. We have all of our lands. This is kind of perfect. Wicked Roll token, sure. They have a rat out. It paused because they can just cast rat out. Let's play this. If they counter it, they counter it. Mm-hmm. That's fine. I can get it back two ways, either through this or through the other thing. Let's cast this. I would have liked the land. If they counter it again. Oh, okay, that's an Elbira, which we can... which is Vanity next turn. They have a rat out. It's just waiting to see if they want to do anything with it. Oh, Fairy Fencing. That's what they had. Okay. Threadbind click. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna... Oh, I don't have the mana to do both. We do need to get rid of that Elbira because that's gonna be a problem. Get rid of that. Then I think next turn we're going to Neva to get back one of these. Probably the Knight of Doves, actually. All things considered, it's probably the Knight of Doves. Yep. Create a food token. They have double black available to them. So... Let's see. We could do Hopeful Vigil and... I think that's probably better, actually. And Fell Horseman to get back our... Knight of Doves. Yep. Do we want Knight of Doves or do we want... Let's get Knight of Doves. They have something that's double black. It might be the Candy Grapple, which is fine. I don't think I blocked the Aquatic Alchemist. Another Aquatic Alchemist, yep. This puts a token on that thing, yep. Alright, let's see. I think we just swing here. I think what we have to do is actually play the Collector's Vault. And if they have, like, you know, something to get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, so that does kill that. Resolve, resolve. I think I actually kill the Alchemist in response because of that. I would have liked to have played the Collector's Vault. That was their attempt to basically make that thing a 3/3 that can block that. And they're going to get something out of their graveyard. Fairy Fencing. Okay. So they could still kill this. That kind of sucks for me, but what are you going to do? Yep. Ooh, this is going bad. That's not good. I needed a double black for this. I could have then made everything -1/-1. Never mind. That's not good enough, is it? Okay, so there's two things I could do here. One is eat food. If they have another spell in their hand, that's not good enough. I think what we have to do is 3/3, 2/2. Summer, no. I think we do this. And then we have to block that. And turn. You eat your food? Summer, stop. 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 Bad girl. Yeah, resolve. Resolve. Are you bad girl, huh? You're like not even looking at me. You have your back to me. What do you want? Faith. Alright, so Payos. We'll put this in front of that. And then we'll eat a food. Leaves us at 1, which kinda sucks. I don't think we can win from here. Yep. Barrow Naughty. Yep. Well, let's see. If I feed the Cauldron, kill the Tome Seeker, I'm still dead to damage. Alright, so bloop. Bonk. And good game. Alright. We're too slow drawing our lands. What do you want, Furball? What do you want? What do you want? Come here. Okay. She didn't even want me to pick her up. She just wants to annoy. And start shit. You want to start shit? That's such a pain in the ass. Oh, God. Well, 0-1 going into round 2. Let's see. Our mana base is pretty choked out. Oh, now you want attention. Come here. Yeah. Don't start. Don't start. You bad girl. That's right. You big girl. In Spanish, they would call you a bad girl. I don't have any better phrasing for it. Malo gato. Alright, so I guess we could turn one, not turn one. We can keep this Knight of Doves into Conceited Witch, I think is fine. There's my Sir Armont. Who's a bad girl. She's like, it's not me. She's such a bad girl. Opponent's deep in the tank on turn 2. Gotta have something, right? He said, knowing full well that I don't have anything. There's a guard, okay. Next, end turn. Okay. Woohoo! Nobody knows it. Nobody knows. Sorry. I think so. Turn 3 is Knight of Doves. I would have liked the thing that spits out a knight, but what are you gonna do? The Hopeful Vigil. Yep. Just let him think I have Kellen's light blades. Thank you, Titanic Growth, for letting people think I have Kellen's light blades. Okay, Genealogist. They probably should have played that first. Whatever. My turn. Alright, so that, then that. Sir, at least we get to cast Sir Armont on curve? Not wonderful, right? Yep. That tells me that they don't have a combat trick if they just attack with that. Alright. They have open mana, so no blocks. Discerning Financier. That tells me that they have no mana. So the problem here is that I can't, well, one, I can't cast Gluts. 2, we have to, like, actually play lands. So, we're going to play this. We're going to cast the Conceited Witch's Wicked Roll token. We're going to put that on that. And then we're going to leave up, no attacks. We're going to leave up Titanic Growth, I guess? Yeah. They create a treasure token. That's fine. It's a Wicked Roll? Yeah, it is. Okay. So they do have access to like 4 mana here. 5 if they drew a land there. I would like a green source though. Yeah, Faith. Huh? Yep. I'll put this in front of one of those things. I don't want them to get too much use out of the Financier, so I think I should put this in front of that. Actually. Okay, so pass. Even though we're taking more damage this way. Actually, you know what? That doesn't matter. And if they have a combat trick, they have a combat trick. We'll let them use it first. We always have Titanic Growth if we just want to, like, not lose our creature. Although, they could have something else. Right? Imagine it's, like, shrink it down. Okay. Ooh. Is it Rat Out? It might be Rat Out. Virtue of Persistence. That's a problem. Okay. They gain 2 life. That was pretty well played. I think I should have cast this in response. But I don't think we cast this in response here. And I don't think that that thing actually triggers the other thing. Yep. Sir Ginger. Okay. I think my opponent's too far on board. What's up, Kraken Crotch? How you doing, Trey? Ability. A trick is a... What? I don't know what you're talking about, Kraken Crotch. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's see. We can get this back and then play it again. That's not good enough. Oh yeah, they're called combat tricks. I was referring to this. It's referred to as a combat trick colloquially. I don't know if you're trying to like be not hyperbolic. What's the term? Nitpick when but saying it that way makes me think that you don't know what you're talking about. We'll play the Conceited Witch. I think I've lost this though already because like there's just too much power on board. This Sir Ginger can get real big real fast. I needed to resolve this and we lost our only enchantment, so I couldn't have resolved this. This would have been great. This would have been great. End turn. Maybe I was supposed to Titanic Growth last turn. Okay. Let's see. They're getting very close to being able to resolve that. And I don't want them to be able to resolve that. Let's see. Alright, so... Oh, they could just tap this down, right? Yeah, they could. Tap this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, they have lethal. I don't know if they realize it. If they sacrifice these tokens here, this thing gets +1/+1. Yeah. This thing gets +1/+1 for each one of those that puts on. Alright, so we have to block that with this. Yep. Oh, they missed it. Okay. I'm glad I did the math. Pass. Block like this. Doesn't have trample. They might want to save it, in which case that's when we do the Titanic Growth. Although, it's not a very good spot to be in, where they could save it just by sacrificing these things. Because they might also have a combat trick in their hand, like Titanic Growth. They have the green mana up, and they tap that for white. Yeah, so this is a 6/7. It felt like they were going to try to save that, right, by doing that, so we're going to force that. And if they do have a combat trick, they could still win, because if they just put it on one of the other creatures, they win. Realistically, I think we would have needed to resolve the Glutton. Opponent is big think here. Yep, that's the GG. Good game. Concede. Is it a reference to something? Ooh, we're already 0-2. Is it a reference to something? Because then you're making a reference to something that I've never seen or heard. I mean, I get it. You know, I get it. 0-2 going into round 3. Damn. Alright, so what issues are we having with this deck? My real issue is that, like, it feels like the mana base is just so spread out, but, like, we have so many, like, 2 drops that are, just like the one of the mana source. Maybe I need to get rid of some of them? I don't know. It also just feels like we're getting some really bad hands. And maybe I have to mulligan more aggressively? 0-2 going into round 3. Oh, I've never watched the rest of development. That'll probably do it. Opponent goes first. We have removal spell, and if we draw any land, we can cast either Witch or Doves. If we draw a green source, we can catch either one of these two. So I think that this is keepable. He said, fully aware of the fact that, like, it might not be good for him. Root Rider Fawn, that's dead. I would have liked the Root Rider Fawn. Kill that. And then next turn, I think we play Wicked Visitor. Unless I can draw, like, another land source. Must be nice to have lands. They have their own Wicked Visitor. Ah, look at that. Create a food token. We'll cast this, and we'll cast Knight of Doves. Must be nice. You're watching Arrested Development now? Oh no, they have a great. They can make this a 3/3. I'm not gonna block that if it becomes a 3/3. I'm gonna, because this is gonna become a 2/4 next turn. I don't think they want to do that though. I think they want to save this to draw cards. But I think that being aggressive here might pay off. I don't know. I'm clearly not doing it, opponent. I'm clearly not going to. Yup. There we go. No blocks. That would be silly. Alright, so we put that on that. We get a bird. Get that. I could kill that now, and I think I should? Well, first, we're going to do this. I'm going to put a token on that. And then we're going to kill that. And then no attacks here, because we can't break through that. I remember it was on when I was younger, and it just, like, I put on an episode, and I just couldn't. Because, like, it's just so weird and awkward. Do I block this? Signs point to no, that doesn't matter. No blocks. We can take 3 here. We're going to return 4? Yeah, Toadstool Admirer. Okay. That's, like, not the best. That's also not the best. Would have liked to have gotten 2 green sources. I think we play this here. Yep. And then if they... Because this is like... The pump effect on that is like 4 mana. I'm not going to block Greta. I won't block Greta, but I would block the Toadstool Admirer. No blocks. Huh? Hey, a green source! That's cute. Okay, so... I think we swing out here and then we play Wicked Visitor and Red Tooth Vanguard. They can't block the Conceited Witch. They could block the Knight of Doves. Yep. Next. Okay. Might be stemming the bleeding a little bit. Let's cast the Vanguard. And then the Wicked Visitor. Oh, okay. Sure. Yep. Bing. Okay. And then the Red Tooth... sorry, the Wicked Visitor. The Wicked Visitor would have been great to have had out before then. I don't know if that's worth the 2-for-1 there, though. And I think next turn, if they attack with this, I let it through. I don't give a shit. Return from the Wilds. Okay. Now I can't really attack with the Red Tooth Vanguard. I could have attacked if they didn't have that out. Let's see. What could we draw here that would help us? They do have access to this. That's going to be a problem because it's also going to have reach. A green source would be really good right about now, like, because then I can Hamlet Glutton, sacrifice this. Or there's a Feed the Cauldron. That's actually really good here. That allows us to... Oh, they made a food token. That allows me to kill Greta and then attack with everything. So let's do that. They could block the bird, and they take 2 because of the visitor, and because of the wicked roll. Yep. Play this. It doesn't really add to the board, but if they only play this next turn, I just swing out and win. I have no way to deal with that, though, unless I draw a... Actually, I have this. Oh, yeah, they're just dead. Yay, good game. Woo. Hey, we won one. We finally got to do things that the deck wants to do. I needed more fixing. I did need more fixing. Claim. Alright, so let's see. Let's see what else this deck has that I should have put in there. Yeah, I didn't get that thing. Sweet's Revenge is terrible. Maybe we need to play the Scarecrow Guide instead of Titanic Growth. I probably should have made that change earlier. We just need the fix that it provides for us. I'm not a smart man. I'm sorry. I also kind of hate that it dies to things like Rat Out 1 and 2 going into round 4. How is everybody doing today? It is hump day, which I am under the impression means that everybody humps on hump day. You got your humping ready? Hey! I don't know how to feel about this, actually. We can keep this. Opponent went down a card and they're going first. Witch's Vanity or Scarecrow Guide into Conceited Witch, putting a token on that. If they kill it in response, though, that would suck. Blue? Okay. Let's dig for another color. Perfect. This is where they leave up Spell Stutter, I believe, right? Hoo-hoo! Sorry. Alright. It's a black source, and then Wicked Visitor. And if they want to Spell Stutter it, they didn't. Okay, never mind. 3 colors. Okay. Mocking Sprite. I can't kill that with that. Alright, so... actually cancel. Hold on, we'll play this. And we're going to swing here. And if they want to trade, that's fine. Okay, we'll play this. We'll put a token on it so it doesn't die to something dumb. There we go. Alright. Alright, we kind of got it going. We can cast this next turn, or next turn, Witch's Vanity. Oh, no. I guess they take the 2 from that? Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Okay, so that was actually pretty good. Oh, but we don't have any sources. Okay, so let me just hit him first. Alright, so then we put this into play. Play Scarecrow Guide into Hopeful Vigil. Yeah! Molto bene! Gadgewick's First Duel. Cursed Roll attached to 1 target creature, sure. Yeah. I'm sure that they would have liked to have done that to, oh, opponent is stuck on mana. Stuck on mana. Or you control. Okay. If I cast this... I think we have to cast this, right? It's just too much pressure and our opponent is mana choked. So if they block any of this stuff, sure, whatever. Yeah. Scry 2. And then whatever this next spell is, could be bad for me, actually. Whatever it is. But we get to hit them for 3? Okay, so that's a Pie Wielder. I guess we don't actually attack with these 2. Because they would just get blocked. I can't destroy anything with Witch's Vanity. Because they're not casting anything too small. I should just play out Witch's Vanity, actually. Right? Here. Because it still creates a Wicked Roll token on something. Let's play this. And if they... I'm going to keep the Force in my hand, because we don't actually need it right now. I'm going to keep the Force in my hand. In the event that they cast anything that makes me discard a card, like Hopeless Nightmare. Yep, Shirai. Okay. That taps that thing down and freezes it. Yep. Create a food token. Okay. I could attack into... No, I can't, because that's got first strike. If I cast Spectre, exiling that... Oh, okay. Alright, I guess they're over it. They're just like, we're just too far behind. That's one of the problems that I have with this format. If you're too far behind, you're way too far behind. You know what I mean? They weren't getting their lands early enough, and we just kept adding to the board. Our fixing was fine. So, like, what's funny is that I could actually attack into this with everything and then wipe the board after the fact with my Spectre. I don't really want to do that. Let's just leave the match. That's what I was thinking about doing, at least. Claim that. 2-2 going into round. We're picking it back up, guys. 2-2 going into round 5. Yesterday, I finally started working on this wallet for my girlfriend, and I cut into this piece of Italian leather, like made in Italy by Badalasi Carlo. It's turquoise. I think it's one of her favorite colors. Collectors. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. We could filter with that. Okay. It's absolutely beautiful leather, and it felt like a crime to cut into it for this. So I'm actually hoping to draw the white here. Ah, I was expecting like something to get rid of my fawn. That's fine. We'll play this, then we'll play the vault. Yep. Spiteful Hex Mage. Okay. Alright, we've not drawn the white. Do I do this now? Let's do this now. Where are you? They didn't crack their Evolving Wilds? Alright. Shit. Was that sitting on the... No, that's the second one, right? Yeah, they had 2. Okay. Oh, they're 4-color. Hilda of the Icy Crown. Oh boy. Okay. We need something to do with that. Let's see. Whenever you tap an untapped creature your opponent controls. So we're not going to let them tap anything of ours. We're just going to do this. We're going to pitch a card to this. Yep. And play that. And then we're going to end our turn, actually. Because it looks like they're going to be doing tapping shit. Alright, and nothing is in our graveyard. I need a way to deal with this. I really do. Fuck. Let's play the Hopeful Vigil. We're not going to block, though. Oh, wait. I can play this, too. I guess we do that. Auto pay. Did you throw an owlbear from the sun onto your opponents? Prophetic Prism. Yeah. I have to do this, and if they have it, they have it. Yep. They had it. Okay, so let's see. I think I need to dig. That's not useful. Cast this, auto pay. Put that in my hand. Next, end turn. No, what you do? Let's see. They could just kill this very quickly, which is a problem. Yep, I'm not blocking that. No blocks here. They do have a 5/5 that they could just play, which is real bad for me, actually. I feel like our opponent is not casting... Oh, they have their own Neva. Okay. Damn. I feel like our opponent's deck is sick. Yep. Sir Armont the Redeemer. I think we just snap play that, right? Because that just gives us 2 creatures that are big enough to block that bitch. No attacks. End turn. Now, if they have something to kill Sir Armont in... Cooped up, okay. If they have something to kill Sir Armont. Oh, balls. So this makes him a 2-2? Yeah, it makes him a 2-2. Okay, so we do have to block like that, but we are taking 6, and that does not feel great. Uh-huh. Oh god, that's right. Their Neva's getting way more use than ours is. What would be really nice would be to catch, or to be able to cast anything. Literally anything. Oh, let's just play this so we can eat our food later. Instead, we're just drawing lands. Doesn't feel great. I'll eat this. Hey, what's up, Deceviant? How was oh crap, what were we playing? It wasn't Genshin, it was something else. How you doing? Have a fun time in Magic. It's hard when my opponent's just gonna like fucking steamroll me like they are right now. And all we do is draw lands. That doesn't help. I hope your day's been going well. Bendy, fuck me. Just land after fucking land. I'm gonna scoop here. You know what? Sacrifice another creature. I would not mind either of these, but we can't really do anything about with any of this shit. View battlefield, view Bowser. I don't think that's fast enough. Play that. Done. We can cast that at least. Yeah. That's a 5/5. I get it. A 5/5 with Menace. So we're basically just dead to that. Auto pay. Good game. We drew so many fucking lands. Auto mod is flagging something in your message. Oh, it's not even telling me what it's flagging. I'm sorry. That's right. You were playing Bendy. Well, 2 and 3. That was a shame. I guess there was no consistency in my deck. Maybe I was just trying to overreach too much, right? So we ended up with like sort of a deck that didn't really know what it was doing. Which will happen. You know, I was trying to go into green and then nothing was good in green, so it was just like, well, shit. Black seemed open, and then like, but every time I took a black card, I was like, this is just sort of a middling nothing. We needed more fixing. I should have taken a Prophetic Prism earlier instead of what's it called. And yeah, I think more fixing would have helped a lot. Isn't there a sequel to Bendy? You're gonna nap because of that? Yeah. No, you have a good nap, dude. You have a good nap. I think there's a sequel. I think there's like 2 Bendy games though, aren't there? Go nap. We'll figure out the Bendy games later. Well, 2 and 3.